Test. Schön. Wap. 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 Wap, 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 wap. Wap, wap. So. Hallo meine lieben Freunde, herzlich willkommen bei Genshin TV. Und zurück zur Aktion Pracht des lila Gartens. Wir sind in Tag 3. Wir schauen mal, was wir ab heute machen können. Ein neues Gedicht. Abschied. Okay. Und vermutlich eine neue Questline. Fangen wir aber mit Abschied an. Da müssen wir vermutlich wieder ein paar Fotos machen. Und ich bin durchaus bereit, in der Lage, das zu erledigen. Fühle mich geistig und psychisch in der Lage, diese unglaublich schwere Aufgabe zu erfüllen. Warte mal, so. Aber erst um 8 Uhr morgens. Nein. So. Auch wenn die da schon stehen, die reden erst um 8 Uhr mit mir. Ach, am nächsten Tag, oder? Fuck. Muss ich echt noch warten hier? Probier's einfach mal. Die Anzahl der Wörter, Zahlen vorkommen dürfen, deshalb von der Länge der Wörter sitzt man nicht in so einer Stunde im Schnee. Ich schreibe mit freier Wind, ich habe davon nachzudenken, Inhalte des Schreibens erweitern. Aber es ist eine neue Welle der immer Poesie. Ja, würde ich sie weg jetzt gleich sehen. Okay, die haben überhaupt kein Interesse mit mir zu reden, die reden nur miteinander. Schön! Bleh. Dann stehe ich hier mal 24 Stunden rum. Macht ja nichts. Okay.
Passenger ship from Lila that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks. You know that Xingqiu will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Ich mache jetzt aber erst hier. Ah, du bist da. Warte mal. Lenne schrieb gestern von unserem Bedauern, dass wir uns nicht früher getroffen haben und deshalb möchte ich ihm heute ein paar Verse schenken. Haha, es ist mir eine Ehre, ein solches Geschenk anzunehmen. Ich bin zwar schon ein alter Mann, aber nachdem ich in den letzten Tagen Freunde aus Mondstadt kennengelernt habe, bin ich sehr interessiert in der Stadt. Dieses Gedicht habe ich in Anleitung an den Baden von Mondstadt geschrieben und der Vers wird auch an die Landschaft. Leider war ich noch nie in Mondstadt, aber es könnte mir helfen, ein paar Fotos von Mondstadts regionalen Besonderheiten zu machen. Na klar. Okay. Oh, da haben wir einiges. Hier, Löwenzahn. Mondstadt kenne ich mich ein bisschen besser aus als in Innersula. Was haben wir da noch? Diese Pilze, Filameno-Pilze. Und was fällt mir noch spontan ein? Weiß ich jetzt gerade nicht. Nichts mehr. Haha, haha. Wupp, 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 wupp. Wupp, wupp, wupp. Oh. 1,4. Aber was gibt's denn? Da gibt's doch viel. Der Minopilz habe ich gerade noch gesagt. Ach, die musste ich immer doch für die Weeklies farmen. Jetzt fällt es mir nicht ein, ey. So eine Scheiße. Du hast hier bestimmt was. Hier, genau, diese Lampenkraut-Scheiße. Und Windmühlenaster. Ja, hier ist es doch. Guck mal. Alter, kann ich alles hier fotografieren? Das funktioniert. Nee. Das macht er nicht. Okay. Wo ist hier so ein Pilz? Ich hätte hier eine mal so da. Okay. Aha. Ho, 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 ho. So, dann Lampenkraut. Im Wolfenlauf gibt es welches. Eigentlich gibt es überall welches.
Oh
So.
dear. Everyone's laundry is still on the line.
Oh
May I be
nein.
excused to fetch it in?
Nein. Oh dear. Leuchtet noch nicht. Hübsches Lampenkraut. Und dann noch der Aster. Der Windmühlenaster.
Such fair weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny work? Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well,
Ach, no, ey. Scheiß Workaholic.
bright and sunny too.
Oh. Hübsche Windmühlenaster. Und da gibt es noch hier dieses, hier, wie heißt es denn? Das auf dem Berg hier, auf der Sternengreifklippe, dieses, oh Gott, ich habe vergessen, wie es heißt. Egal, ich fotografiere es trotzdem. Oh, das ist eine hohe Klippe. Ausdauer, 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 Ausdauer. No. So. Prinzessin, wie heißt das Zeug? Ich hab's echt vergessen. Oh. Ach, Kinder. Ich hätte mein Ausdauerteam nehmen sollen. Egal. Ich zeig's jetzt trotzdem, auch wenn ich es nicht mehr brauche. So. Da.
Someone needs assistance.
Cecilia. Oh. Ey! Cecilia. So. Auch eine Besonderheit von... Okay, jetzt habe ich 5. Keine Ahnung, ob das zählt, aber... Auf jeden Fall kam noch dieser Fokus. Also, ich weiß ja nicht... Vermutlich, wenn man mehr fotografiert, schaltet man mehr Optionen bei den Gedichten frei, vielleicht. Ist jetzt so, weil ich hatte ja immer nie die komplette Anzahl. Ich glaube, es hieß am Anfang der Quest, man kann auch mehr als 4 fotografieren. Ne? Der gute Sven schrieb ja auch unter der letzten Links, dass es in Inazuma mehr als 15 Tiere gab, die man hätte fotografieren können. Ne? Unter anderem Echse, Lurchen, Krabben, Fische und all so ein Scheiß. Habe ich auch gar nicht gewusst, dass es so viele einzigartige Tiere gibt. So, wie sieht es mit den Bildern aus? Hier. Danke, danke, danke. Ah, damit kann ich ja nicht so viel das Gedicht aufschreiben. Nun denn, lass mich nachdenken. Hier ist mein Entwurf, geschrieben nach den Bildern, die du mitgebracht hast. Warum wählst du nicht die Verse aus, die wir verwenden sollen? Guck hier da, keine Inspiration. Irgendwie... Weiß nicht, womit das zusammenhängt. Vermutlich zu wenig fotografiert. So. Also, mein Freund, wirf noch einen Blick auf die Berg-Sakura. als nipptest du zum ersten Mal an einem Becher köstlichen Weins. Bewundere ihre ewige Eleganz und Finesse. Also, mein Freund, wirf noch einen Blick auf die Bergsakura. Noch einen Blick auf die Bergsakura, als läsest du das erste Mal eines Textes eines schönen Liedes. Bewahre sie tief im Herzen oder hänge sie hoch am Stern. Muss auf jeden Fall ein Alt sein. Als erklimmst du in jungen Jahren einen steilen Berg. Als versuchtest zum ersten Mal den Spuren des Windes zu folgen. Das finde ich gut. Oh, da ist noch mehr. Du begibst dich auf eine Reise bis in Ungewissheit. Als kommt ein Junge an einem Berg. Okay, das ist auch okay. Finde ich auch gut. Diese Zeile besagt, dass man den Inazuma zwar verlassen muss, aber die Dinge, die man hier gesehen hat, für immer in seinem Herzen bleiben werden. Otomos Gedicht hat die übliche Form des Inazuma-Sichts wirklich durchbrochen, aber es enthält auch seinen ursprünglichen Stil, um alle möglichen unvergesslichen menschlichen Erfahrungen zu schildern. Vielleicht will er damit sagen, dass Mondstadt und Inazuma zwar sehr unterschiedlich erscheinen, aber doch eine gemeinsame Ästhetik haben. So wie wir beide, obwohl wir aus verschiedenen Ländern stammen, uns als Dichter verbunden haben. Wie schön, dass du die Gefühle hinter den Versen so schnell erfassen konntest, obwohl du noch so jung bist. Früher habe ich nicht an die Idee geglaubt, dass man Freunde unterschiedlichen Alters finden kann, aber jetzt weiß ich, dass sie wahr ist. Was für eine freudige Wahrheit das ist. Und du hast uns geholfen, all das zu verwirklichen. Das muss Schicksal im Spiel sein. Da muss Schicksal im Spiel sein. In der Tat, die Reise nach Inazuma war ziemlich wellig. Wellig. Ja? Wer benutzt denn solche Wörter? Aber das ist schon egal. Selbst wenn du auch nach Mondstadt zurückkehre, werde ich mich an alles erinnern, was ich in Inazuma gesehen habe. Das ist auch in Bildern zu verdanken, die du mitgebracht hast. Ich hoffe, dass wir uns eines Tages wiedersehen werden. Das werden wir. Das denke ich auch. Oh yes. So, dann gönnen wir uns mal hier schön die 40 Urgestein und damit haben wir dieses Kapitel Gedichte abgeschlossen. Sehr schön. So, Theater der Vorrichtung. Okay, warte. Legende der Kasen. So. Ich hoffe, ich bin noch pünktlich genug. Zwar schon ein bisschen dunkel, aber... Oh ja, ist wieder hell.
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Iridori Festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island. Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Xu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus. The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, the master still wanted to support them. We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Iridori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's,
Whoa, Xingqiu's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What? Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon. Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we? Huh? That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
Farbenpracht der 5 Kasen. Ai no Okina. Als ich jung war, glänzte ich im Bakofu, aber im Alter bewunderte ich die Schatten der Kiefern im Mondlicht auf dem Innenhof. Ich wollte keinen Ungehorsam begehen, aber mein Leben war nun einmal bedroht. Ich hatte es eilig, das alte Gedicht zu finden und versteckten die Reste des Manuskripts voller Angst in meinen Armen. Ich kenne den Grund dafür nicht, es liegt alles an den befremden geheimen Gästen. Ich erinnere mich noch immer an dieses Gedicht und an Akahito, sodass ich weiß, wie traurig es ist, verbannt zu werden. Okay.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before. Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
The story you found before?
Oh, yeah! In the warehouse down by the... the poem hunt competition! Yeah, that's it! A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Iridori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
There's a chance of meeting Kelks in person?
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus. Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter. But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite. Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
Was die blauen Blumen hinterlassen haben. So. So, was haben wir denn da fertig? Schließ während der Aktion Pracht des lila Gartens die 3. Geschichte von Mondstrophen in Sternversen. Okay. Also die Gedichtkacke.
I'll catch up.
Albedo!
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No. that would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Huh? Xingqiu's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see. Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself? No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's Chasuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Are you saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time, and that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Xingqiu be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Xingqiu be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter. Good. Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
So. Aber das habe ich schon von Anfang an vermutet. Und dass er bestimmt irgendwie mit seinem Buch unzufrieden ist oder so eine Scheiße. Oder dass er das dann selber einfach verpimmelt hat. Aber gut.
don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
So, Leute ausfragen, kein Problem. Meine Spezialität. Da.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Super neat. Was darf ich euch bieten?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Oh, doch, er spricht.
Hi! Do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past few days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
Aber wenn die nur noch schlafen konnten, warum war er denn so müde? Da, da, da! Oh, lecker. Dieser kleine Schlingel Xingqiu. Schlingel. Ah, keine Ahnung. Da kriege ich kein Wort mit raus. Schlingel.
Itto, what should we talk about when Xingqiu gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
Bestimmt hätte er die noch gar nicht sehen können und so. Na, ich bin mal gespannt.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
Well, I've never embarked on such a long journey before. Though I was quite excited when we set off, the long days at sea quickly became most monotonous.
Speaking of the journey, did anything noteworthy happen along the way?
Well, to be honest, I spent most of the trip with my nose in a novel.
Well, that didn't tell us much. By the way, Xingqiu, what book were you reading on the way here?
Oh, I was reading a novel called Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was sent to me by my editor.
Didn't you feel dizzy while reading on the ship?
It was nothing I couldn't handle. Don't forget, I'm proficient in the arts of the Guhua clan. That being said, there were quite a few people aboard who felt seasick.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything suspicious about what he said so far.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far. Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
Der kommt einfach von der Seite so, hat die ganze Zeit mitgehört. Der BOA.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own. You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the rhythm of the lines. And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
Xingqiu and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now, but nothing suspicious has come up.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself. Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like. Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden? Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. And if that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
No, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
Huh? Tone-deaf bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings. I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo-Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Say what? Ich rette hier niemanden. Bin hier, um Bücher zu lesen, damit es klar ist. Ja, ich hätte teleportieren können. Ich weiß. Ja. Everybody shut up. Ah! Easy.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
No, Xingqiu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain. For the Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae publishing house, but Lady Yae also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Xingqiu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Xingqiu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Xingqiu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough. So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Xingqiu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse. To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Xingqiu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess. All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yae publishing house had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Xingqiu and his books are okay.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Irgendwie kann ich das nachfühlen. Ja, meine Unterschrift gefällt mir auch bis heute nicht. Ich habe eine total eklige Handschrift und deswegen schreibe ich meistens nichts mit der Hand oder versuche es zu vermeiden. Und dadurch, wenn ich mal was mit der Hand schreiben muss, wird es dann umso hässlicher. Und es ist also ein Malstrom, der immer weiter nach unten geht. Ich habe da bis heute nie einen Dreh dran gekriegt, meine Handschrift irgendwie so zu verbessern, dass ich damit zufrieden wäre. Deswegen tippe ich heute meistens nur. Also ein bisschen kann ich das nachfühlen.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Xingqiu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
Oh, no wonder Xingqiu looked so sleepy today.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aritaki to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Xingqiu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Even though Xingqiu still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Xingqiu yet.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all. Wonder how Xingqiu's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby? Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here? Could you please help Xingqiu important to him. Oh, what's that sound? It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily. It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Hosen gesehen. So. Theater der Vorrichtungen, hä? Aha. Ja, da habe ich Bock drauf. So, jetzt kurz gucken, ob das ihre Dings waren, weil ich vermute ja Miko dahinter. Aber die hat solche Hosen nicht. Gucken wir mal, ob wir irgendwen kennen, der solche Hosen hat. Ich glaube aber nicht als Charakter. Die meisten haben gar keine Hosen an, fällt mir gerade. Nee, passt auch nicht. Nee, also von unseren Charakteren hier passt da nichts. Muss also ein NPC sein. Na gut. Man bleibt gespannt.
Welcome home, almighty Shogun.
So, da muss ich doch mal glatt.
Welcome home, almighty Shogun.
Wie mache ich das am besten? So. Muss mal glatt ein Bild machen hier.
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks.
Welcome home, almighty Shogun.
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite
home,
beautiful.
almighty Shogun.
Oh, but alas,
gleich wieder
that
für
is
euch
simply
da.
not the
Muss
way
mal
the world
eben.
works.
Mal eben eine Dings verschicken.
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks.
Welcome home, almighty
So.
Shogun.
Weiter geht's. Kurz abgelenkt. Theater Mechanicus. Oh, ich liebe es. Komm und probiert die neueste Version. Okay. Okay, lange nicht gesehen, Komakata. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass du dich noch an den erinnern würdest. Vielen Dank für das letzte Mal, dass du wunderbare Spielmöglichkeiten aufgedeckt. Klar gemacht, dass bei dem Theater von Vorrichtungen noch viel Raum für Verbesserungen gibt. Ich schrieb Ryujin meine Meinung und Werbung der Bühne mitzuteilen. Ich hätte auch nicht erwartet, dass Ryujin genau so denkt, aber ich bin wirklich eine qualifizierte Vertretung in Übersee. Hehe. Wie auch immer, nach vielen Gesprächen mit Frau Ryujin haben wir die neueste Version von Theater der Vorrichtungen entwickelt, die jetzt Bühne der Strategeme heißt. Bühne der Strategeme. Strategem. Die Inspiration für Bühne der Strategem stammt aus der Pattsituation eines Brettspiels Aus Liebe. Zu Beginn von Bühne der Strategie sind bereits mehrere Vorrichtungen auf dem Spielbrett. Die Spieler müssen die Situation analysieren, entscheiden, wie sie diese Vorrichtung einsetzen, sorgfältig abwägen und treffen sich in eine Gewinnstrategie ausdenken. Vielleicht zur Vorgängerversion der Bühne der Strategie mehr anspruchsvoller, was im schnelleren Tempo hat, oder was immer das Probe gestellt. Okay. Cool. Na gut. Jetzt kann man warten, die Reaktion der Spieler nach einer Runde zu sehen. Nach der ganzen Zeit als Vertretung kenne ich mich aus. Deshalb werde ich das Irodori-Fest nutzen, um mehr Menschen mit diesem Spiel vertraut zu machen. Ich habe gehört, dass es eine höhere Persönlichkeit dort sein wird, um das Geschäftspotenzial von Theater der Vorrichtung zu prüfen. Hoffen wir, dass Irodori-Fest ein großer Erfolg wird. Also dann hast du das im aufzuprobieren. Vorrichtung spielen. Na gut. Theater der Vorrichtung, Bühne von der Gamer, hat jede Partie ihr eigenes Merkmal. Plane entsprechend diesem Merkmal deine Kampfstrategie, um einen sicheren Sieg zu erringen. Bevor du die Partie betrittst, kannst du passende erstaunliche Stäbchen auswählen, die du in dieser Partie benutzen kannst. Richte deine erstaunlichen Stäbchen gut ein, damit sie dir beim Kampf eine große Hilfe sein können. Okay. Stäbchen sind also immer noch up to date, ja? Na gut. Bei der Vorrichtung Bühne der Strategie gibt es in jeder Partie eine bestimmte Anzahl von vorgefertigten Vorrichtungen. Setze sie gut ein oder baue sie ab und stelle sie woanders auf, damit du leichter gewinnen kannst. Abbauen klingt gut. Sobald du in einer Partie bist, erhältst du eine bestimmte Anzahl von Vorrichtungspunkten. Mit ihnen kannst du an bestimmten Stellen Vorrichtungen bauen. Interagiere mit den Vorrichtungen, die du gebaut hast, um sie umzubauen oder sogar abzubauen. In letzterem Falle erhältst du einen Teil der Vorrichtungspunkte zurück. Wähle einige erstaunliche Stäbchen oder löse das Merkmal der Partie aus. Und Vorrichtungspunkte. Okay, das kennen wir ja alle schon. Die benutzen ständig Gegner aus verschiedenen Richtungen. Ich versuche gerade nur zu gucken, ob irgendwas Neues dabei ist. Besiege verschiedene Gegner eine entsprechende Anzahl an Punkten und erhalte am Ende der Partie erhältst du Partiebewertung, die sich aus der Anzahl der Punkte, die besiegten Gegner ergibt. Beachte, dass du die Figuren während der Partie Gegner nicht keinen Schaden zufügen und auch keine Elementarenergie gewinnen können. Okay. Oh, es gibt direkt 3 Stück. Ja, nice. Prunkvoller Einzug. Okay. So, Höchstmenge der Typen. Okay, ich muss also nichts upgraden dieses Mal, ja? Wenn du Gegner besiegst, indem du sie stürzen lässt, kannst du Vorrichtungspunkte erhalten. Ah. Stürzen heißt in dem Fall runterfallen lassen, oder was? Guck. So, Stäbchen. Klicke. Feuerstäbchen. Wie war das noch, ey? Was haben wir denn immer gespielt? Ich liebe diese Strategie-Scheiße, ne? Was? Geokraft? Flächenbrand umlässt im Zuge der Basis ein Flammengeschütz auf den Himmel fallen. Ja, das klingt doch erstmal gut. Wie viel kann ich anlegen? Ah, da, okay. Ich habe 40 jetzt von 120 angelegt. Okay, und dann würde ich vermutlich noch... Ach, scheiß drauf. Feuer ist immer gut. Teufelsvorrichtung, nein. Hier, Vorrichtungspunkte. Ah, okay. Kuriose Vorrichtung. Okay, da kriege ich mehr, wenn ich die stürzen lasse. Und da... Die könnte man alle, ne? Kuriose Vorrichtung, was war denn noch? Ach, die Höchstmenge. Okay, warte mal. Ich finde die 3 gut. So, jetzt habe ich noch 20 Points. Kann ich noch einen blauen machen. Laufend Gegner an sich ziehen. So, das klingt gut. Je nachdem, welche Welt es ist, aber... Jetzt muss ich mal erstmal wieder mein Theater der Vorrichtung Team. Also, Geo-Traveler, yes.
There's still a long road ahead.
Danke, ja, das stimmt. Und dann brauche ich irgendwas, was wumst. Dann nehme ich meistens ihn hier.
Let's go.
Irgendwas, das einfriert.
What are my orders?
Und irgendwas, das wässert. Da nehme ich meistens Barbs. Barbs? Barbs.
I'll take care of it.
Barbs, 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 Barbs. Barbs, Barbs, Barbs. Okay. Wo ist denn hier eine Brücke? Da, okay. Wo wollen Sie hin? Dahin. Okay. Was? Ach, wir haben kein Wasser. So eine Scheiße. Na, ich kann hier nicht aufwerten besonders. Ich kann gar nicht viel machen hier irgendwie. Ja, ich mache noch eine Blitzreaktion mit rein. Vertreibung. Ich kann keine Verdampfen machen. Das nervt mich irgendwie. Aber gut. Und wenn ich die jetzt runterstützen lasse, dann gibt es mehr Vorrichtungspunkte. Habe ich das jetzt richtig verstanden? Ich habe ja noch Punkte, also kann ich ja auch noch ein bisschen hier. Ein bisschen was bauen kann ich ja noch. So, P. Okay. Also hier oben kann ja gar keiner. Die kommen ja gar nicht mal bis hier. Noch nicht. Ach, durch Sterben gibt es gar keine Vorrichtungspunkte. Ah, okay. Also wenn die gekillt werden. Das ist, guck dir den Pimmel an. Was ein Wichser. Frech. Frech, der Kleine. Okay, ich krieg tatsächlich keine Vorrichtungspunkte. Nur wenn die runterfallen, oder was? Tschüss. Ah, das ist jetzt einer runtergefallen und jetzt kann ich... Okay, verstehe. Da mal hier schnell aufrüsten. What? Ah, fuck. Oh. Ah, den hätte ich runterfallen lassen sollen. Oh, fuck, Alter. Okay, okay. What the fuck, Alter? Ich kann doch nicht an zwei Stellen gleichzeitig sein. Ich kann doch nicht den da oben runterfallen lassen und hier aufpassen, dass sie nicht durchrennen. So eine Scheiße. Regt mich jetzt schon wieder auf, ne, dass das jetzt schon wieder nicht gepasst hat. Dass die da durchgerannt sind, die Wichser. Scheiß Hitteschilder. Okay, aber wenn ich das richtig habe, brauche ich eh nur... Die kriegt man ja nie tot. Okay. Ah, ärgerlich. Na, ärgerlich, dass die paar durchgerannt sind. Sonst wäre es okay gewesen. Na gut. Okay, da muss man noch ein bisschen bessere Strategien entwickeln. Ich denke nicht, dass man oben überhaupt Dings braucht. Vorrichtungen. Ich denke, man kann da einfach alles wegmachen und dann die einfach runterfallen lassen mit der Cooldown-Reduzierung. Aber kann ich die heute schon spielen, alle? Oder muss ich jetzt warten? Ah, da. Ich kann also nochmal... Wenn du einen Gegner besiegst, indem du ihn stützen lässt, erhältst du eine große Menge an Vorrichtungspunkten. Erhöht die LP der Gegner, verringert die anfänglichen Vorrichtungspunkte und erhöht die Punkte der erstaunlichen Stäbchen. Okay, das ist also die richtige Herausforderung, ja? Na gut. Mhm. Das auf jeden Fall. Das auf jeden Fall. Das auf jeden Fall. So, jetzt muss ich hier mal gucken. Verstärkt die Teufelsvorrichtung und lässt diese Vorrichtung 4-mal ihre Wirkung entfalten, bevor sie... Oh, das ist natürlich... Aber es kostet auch wieder ordentlich. 4 Sekunden lang. Also das hier war, glaube ich, gar nicht so blöd. So. Jetzt habe ich noch 80 über. Wenn wir die weiter verwenden wollen, sollten wir das nehmen. Aber... dann nehmen wir das noch. Okay. Gucken, ob wir das hinkriegen. Ich bezweifle es zwar, aber möglich ist alles. So, ich muss also hier die Verteidigung wesentlich mehr aufmotzen. So, ich kann nur noch 2 bauen. Wie gesagt, die hier oben finde ich eigentlich Schwachsinn. Kann ich die abbauen? So, um die Abklingzeit hier zu dingsen, müsste das so passen. So, jetzt kann ich hier noch 2 bauen. Ich mache hier wieder einen Blitz hin. Einfach wegen dem Dings auslösen und dann hier... Ich kann nur 4 davon bauen. Okay. Ah, fuck, okay. Gut, alles was oben lang läuft, lasse ich jetzt runterfallen. Alles was unten lang läuft, muss sterben. Okay, probieren wir's. Fuck. Der läuft einfach durch. What the fuck? What? Ich habe doch gerade noch einen runtergeworfen. Da. Jetzt kommt der erst. Mein Gott. War noch nicht genug runtergeworfen. Wieso hat er den nicht zurückgeschmissen hier? So, 140. Ich kann also wieder. Aber ich habe gerade hier tatsächlich... Oh, guck mal. Der hat runtergeschmissen. Wie geil. Schnell, 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 schnell. Das Ding hat hier bisher noch gar nichts getan, weil die einfach dran vorbeigejumpt sind. Ah, jetzt. Okay, cool. Okay, der fällt nicht mehr runter. Das ist schlecht. Oh oh. Wo ist er hin? Okay, er ist irgendwie tot. Aus welchen Gründen auch immer. Oh nein! Na, Kacke! Oh, und da läuft einer durch. Gibt's doch nicht. Ah, dieser Blub, ey, das... Ja, okay, die Vorrichtung da vorne, diese zurückstoßende Vorrichtung, die bringt hier absolut ja nichts. Die ist richtig dumm. Ja, da habe ich mir echt mehr von erhofft, aber die macht hier gar nichts. Die ist schlecht. Runterfallen. Jo. Und hier sieht es aber ganz gut aus eigentlich tatsächlich. Ne, reicht nicht. Muss ich den hier nehmen? Aber es klappt, also es klappt auf jeden Fall gut mit hier oben keine Dingens. Das da unten scheint es prima zu passen. Oh, ich habe nicht aufgepasst. Oh, ich bin so dumm. Den habe ich gar nicht gesehen. Oh Mann. Oh Mann. Oh, mein Brain, Alter. Ich gar nicht bemerkt. Oh Mann, oh Mann, oh Mann. Okay, das war schon mehr als dumm. I admit it. That was pretty silly. Okay, reicht trotzdem nicht. Trotzdem, diese Strategie ist eigentlich gut. Nur das hier, das funktioniert überhaupt nicht. Da oben hätte ich mir noch was Besseres ausdenken müssen. Schade. Na, das hätte fast gepackt. Da ist ein Elitiol durchgelaufen und der Fette, den ich nicht gesehen habe. Weil ich dumm bin. Aber ansonsten passt das mit dieser Strategie auf jeden Fall. Kann ich also empfehlen. Ja, den Vielfachschubser, den Slower und so. Ja, sehr gut. Sehr gut, sehr gut, sehr gut. So. Oder 2500. Ja, gut, mehr brauchten wir auch gar nicht, um alle Belohnungen zu sammeln. Okay. Ah, da freue ich mich schon drauf. Theater Mechanicus! Das ist einer meiner liebsten Teile. Deswegen kommt das auch immer wieder. Ich glaube, das ist beliebt. Tatsächlich. Materialvorbereitung. Man kann doch upgraden! Ah ne, man kann hier nur gucken, was... Oder was? Ah, ne, man kann nur gucken. Aber ich kann nichts upgraden, oder? Kann ich upgraden? Hallo? Ach so, da stehen welche Türme da stehen und so. Okay, also man kann sich hier tatsächlich strategisch vorbereiten auf die ganze Käse. Okay. Hätte ich das mal vorher gewusst. Na gut. Ich habe halt nicht danach gesucht. Jetzt weiß ich's. Okay. Na gut, aber für die ersten Belohnungen reicht das ja erstmal so. Theater der Vorrichtungen, woher der Wind weht. Gott, heute haben wir wieder so viel gemacht. Wahnsinn. Das passt alles wieder gar nicht ins Thumbnail rein. So, Legende der Kasen. Wir haben hier noch was. Guck mal. Ein Schlendergang auf dem Fest. Okay. Als wir die Tanuki-Fototafel retteten. Wo du sein? Da oben. Okay. Richtig viel zu tun hier.
So many complaints. What should I do? Ah, are you the traveler who my superior said would come and help us out? You came at the perfect time. We're facing a small problem here. As you know, the Irodori Festival is underway. In addition to all the things on sale, there's a lot of free entertainment programs available. But today, we received numerous complaints that a group of people have been hogging the Tanuki photo board. They won't leave, so no one else gets to use it. What a headache. Well, we tried talking to them, but the original point of these entertainment facilities was to let people freely enjoy the festival. So in principle, it's open to everyone. And there's no time limit on usage. This means that as long as they haven't done anything technically illegal, even if they keep hogging it, there is nothing we can do. So, can you try negotiating with them for us? If these complaints can't be resolved and Madame Kujo finds out, I'll lose my bonus this month for sure.
Hogging a photo board, huh? We know who would do something like that. Should we go and have a look?
Thank you so much. You'll find them by the Tanuki photo board just east of the square.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't Aritaki Itto and his gang. Paimon knew it was gonna be them. Let's go and see what all this is about.
Itto.
Hey, traveler, Paimon, what's happening? Oh, you came here for the Irodori Festival too? Oh, see, I knew it! Great minds think alike, huh?
You're such a child. We're here to take care of a little problem.
Yo, right. Yeah, well, who's got a problem? The Aritaki gang considers it our born duty to help those in need. Wait, huh?
The Aritaki gang is the problem. The Terio Commission said you guys have been hogging the photo board and nobody else has had a chance to use it.
Oh, well, no, we haven't. It's kind of a long story. Hey, Mamoru, you're up. Explain the situation to these good people.
Yes, boss. The story starts 2 months ago, when we first found out about the Irodori Festival. As everyone knows, this is a festival all about showcasing culture, with books on all kinds of topics on display and for sale. Our boss is very forward-thinking. He thought we should seize this golden opportunity to publish some material introducing the Aritaki gang and help craft a glorious public image.
He also said we can make some money out of it to support ourselves.
Well, that wasn't the main reason, obviously.
Of course that was your main reason.
At first, we had plenty of time. In 2 months, boss planned to write 60 pages.
But 1 month in, and he'd written a grand total of 1 line.
Well, I mean, come on, you gotta make sure the quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
So we cut some of the planned content, and figured it would still be fine if we could put out 20 pages in the next month.
But the day after that, the boss got a hold of this card game called Genius Invocation TCG. Everyone loved it!
It felt like we only played a few rounds, but before we knew it, half a month had gone by. I'm telling you, this game, it's pretty incredible.
I was just gathering inspiration for my writing. What?
Sure you were. Inspiration that has absolutely nothing to do with what you were writing about.
So then we only had 2 weeks left. No way was that going to be enough time to publish a book. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead. That way we'd only need to think of a slogan.
That makes more sense. It shouldn't take too long to think of a slogan, right?
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. We came up with 30 slogans between us in just half a day.
But 30 was too many, and we couldn't agree with each other on which one to use. It took us a week to make the final decision.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the printing, because there was so little time left.
And we couldn't afford it.
You gotta take it slow if you want to do something well. Pay an express fee and they're gonna do a rush job, and then there's gonna be all sorts of problems. The Aritaki gang only puts out the very best into the world, and that is why I decided to give up on that project. Yep, well said. You gotta do what keeps you happy. Same goes for humans and Oni alike. And it's not every day that you get to go to an Iridori festival, right? So priority number 1 right now is enjoying ourselves to the max!
And the way you chose to enjoy yourselves was to commandeer a novelty photo board?
So at first, Boss brought us here to buy some drinks. He said there was some sort of Iridori Festival limited edition soft drink available.
That's right. This ain't no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation of Sailing Breeze and Yai Publishing House, as featured in the popular novel Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
What?
But when we got to the festival, the staff wouldn't let us in because of our unusual outfits. They said we had to show up looking like our normal selves before they'd let us in.
We'd invested a lot of time and money into the way we looked, and then they accused us of spoiling the image of the city.
One thing led to another, and by the time we finally got to Sailing Breeze's booth, all the drinks were sold out. We were pretty disappointed, but there was nothing we could do. Then we saw this photo board on the way back. Boss said we can't let the trip go to waste, so...
So you decided to take over the whole area for your own use?
I beg to differ. It's public property. We didn't commandeer anything. We're just making sure public resources get used to the max.
Yeah, boss is right. We're the ones making the most out of this thing.
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste. That's our policy in the Aritaki gang, and we're out here making sure this photo board gets the most out of its lifespan too.
Oh, brother, what a noble cause.
But we spent so much money on our appearance. We only had enough left for one of those drinks. We don't have anywhere near enough to buy books.
But you can't just take over this photo board for yourselves because it's free and you don't have any money. Other people have the right to use it too.
I guess when you put it like that, I can kind of see where you're coming from.
So come on, let someone else have their turn already.
But you know full well that the Aritaki gang has a reputation to uphold. If I say I'm gonna make the most out of this board, then I have to live up to my words. If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against our word. A gang's gotta have integrity, or it does huge damage to your prestige. That being said, we won't have to worry about any of that if we can settle this the Aritaki way.
The Aritaki way, huh? Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
So I, Aritaki numero uno Itto, challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel. If you win, I will leave this board alone. Oh, beetle fighting is an awesome idea! Just so happens I caught myself a true beast of an Oni Kabuto the other day. I call it Demon of Darkness. Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me today, so...
Well, that's a relief.
So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Yeah, wow, this is a tough nut to crack. Let me think for a second.
Hey, look! Isn't that Toma? Guess he's here for the festival too. Why don't we ask Toma how to do this duel? Paimon bets he'll have tons of ideas. Toma! Toma! Over here!
Hey, Traveler and Paimon.
Want the latest issue? Thanks for your support.
That was in.
What a nice surprise meeting you guys here. Well, I heard that a certain well-known individual had made an appearance at the festival and taken quite a liking to the Tanuki photo board. Since the Yashiro Commission is the host of this festival, I felt I simply had to come and meet them in person. Red horns. If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed Aritaki Itto, leader of the widely renowned Aritaki gang. Is that right?
Toma, my bro, your eyes do not deceive you. And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know.
Well, I'm flattered, Itto. And it's nice to meet you too, bro.
Whoa. There's a serious bromance developing here.
I didn't expect to run into both Itto and the Traveler here. Speaking of which, I kind of count as the host here, so is anything wrong? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
It's all Itto. He wants to...
No, it's no big deal. We were just about to have a duel, and, we're trying to think of what format it should take.
Oh, a duel. In that case, I have a suggestion. Since your duel is taking place at the Irodori Festival, why don't you have a volunteering competition? Then, you can both do your part for the Irodori Festival while settling your duel at the same time. What do you think?
Volunteering competition? It sounds a little low-key. Not quite hardcore enough for the Aritaki gang. I give this idea an interest rating of 2 points. One for the Traveler, one for Toma.
Boss means, 2 points out of 100.
Yeah, this job isn't the most high stakes, that's for sure. It just takes a little patience and responsibility. Also, since it's volunteering, by definition, there's no remuneration. All you'll get is this special edition drink from Sailing Breeze, as a small token of appreciation. On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the prestigious Aritaki gang. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wait a sec. What was that part about the, token of appreciation?
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yae Publishing House and Sailing Breeze. It's really nothing special.
Boss, that's the one! If we take this gig, we'll get that drink!
Oh, so, Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Maybe I didn't explain properly. When I said 2 points, that's out of a total of 2. If there's one thing the Aritaki gang is known for, I kid you not, it's our patience and responsibility. It's an awesome idea, totally hardcore, practically tailor-made just for me. Traveler, let's do this for our duel, huh? It'll be amazing! Whoever volunteers the hardest wins. What do you think?
You didn't seem too interested in it just a second ago.
Hey, this is the mighty Aritaki, above all bold-blooded Itto you're talking to here. I'ma say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
AKA doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take the role of your judge. The volunteer work is simple. You just need to give your help to people who need it during the festival. I will assign some job requests that I've already received to you. If you're ready, we can begin.
Itto ist so ein Lappen.
Our first job is to help a busy vendor. His stand is just nearby.
Are you the volunteers? Perfect timing. As you can see, there's a lot of dust and dead leaves around my stand. I've just been so busy with my customers these past few days. I keep meaning to sweep up, but I just haven't found a spare moment. Can you help me clean up the place, please? Thank you so much.
Let's dance.
Okay, Wasser scheint nicht zu funktionieren. Warum auch immer. Okay.
Brace yourselves.
1, 2.
Yahoo!
You're finished already? Wow, you work hard. You're wonderful people, all you volunteers. Thank you so much.
Let's see. Our next job is to help a visitor.
Hey, mister! Come and help me!
Hey, Kujirai! Fancy meeting you here at the festival. But we don't have time to play games with you right now.
I'm not playing games. I'm in trouble. I heard they were selling a new kind of tamari at the festival, so I came to check it out. But I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I went and lost my current one. It's gotta be nearby. I still had it a moment ago. Can you help me, mister?
Na klar.
So basically, every time we run into you, we have to go tamari hunting.
Oh, der Itto ist schnell.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Geben das.
Great! Thanks, mister.
Okay, one last job. We need to help move some goods at the port. Let's go!
Ich denke, Itto sollte gewinnen. Hoffe ich
Are
zumindest.
you the festival volunteers? Oh, great. I was just wondering what to do about these goods. It's been really busy lately and all the workers at the port are swamped. But I have to get all this fresh soy milk delivered to the warehouse as soon as possible. It'll go bad if it's left outside too long. Can you please help me take it to the warehouse? My coworker Takeuchi will be waiting for you there.
Takeuchi.
You must be the volunteers here to save the day. You must be tired. Put down the goods and have a rest. I heard the Yashiro Commission has arranged for Sailing Breeze to prepare some special drinks for the volunteers as a way of saying thank you. Soy milk is actually one of the ingredients for the drink. It's freshly made every day. In fact, the last batch of soy milk we processed has just been sent over. You'll get to try it very soon.
What? So Sailing Breeze's special drink has soy milk in it? Itto won't be able to drink that! Hurry!
Ach ja.
We've got to get to Sailing Breeze before he does!
Der ist ja allergisch darauf, oder?
What took you so long? I've been here ages. Completed my tasks a long time ago. So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game, no one volunteers harder than Aritaki Itto. You lose, I win, and to the victor go the special edition spoils. Behold, the Drink of Champions, created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yae Publishing House, and as featured in the popular work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji? Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Drink of Champions, it's time to come home. Woo! That's the good stuff! That was a mighty fine drink. Although, maybe it was past its prime.
Boss, they said they think there might be, beans in the drink.
Huh?
Ah! The boss is down! The boss is down!
Quick, get him to a doctor!
What's wrong? Can't Aritaki Itto drink soy products?
He's allergic to beans!
Oh, my goodness. Okay, quick, grab Itto and follow me. I'll get a doctor. I sure hope it's not too serious. I'm sorry. I didn't even consider this possibility. It was all my fault. Leave Itto to me. I'll make sure he stands again. Don't worry. I'll see you later.
So, your friend is allergic to beans. It's a very rare condition, though I have heard about it. I'm so sorry that our drink caused such a problem. I feel terrible. If you don't mind, please, take this. This is a special drink formula with no soy milk. I could see that your friend enjoyed this drink a lot. Although it tastes slightly different without the soy milk, I'm sure this version will be more suitable for your friend. Please accept it, along with our sincere apologies.
Lila Wolken. Oh. Nice. Das war's? Armer Itto. Oh, das hat ja abrupt aufgehört. Ich dachte, das geht jetzt noch weiter tatsächlich. Dass wir dem noch einen Drink mixen oder so. Ein ohne. Ach ja. Ja, aber auch gut, Itto mal wieder zu sehen nach seiner Legendenquest. Mehr war da ja bisher nicht von ihm. Ja, und tatsächlich auch noch eine Referenz dazu, dass er allergisch ist gegen Bohnen. Stimmt, ich habe vergessen, dass er da ja gegen Bohnen allergisch war. Ich wusste, ne, ich hatte zwar noch im Kopf, dass er gegen irgendwas allergisch war, aber ja, wir haben ihn ja mit Bohnen beworfen, damit wir uns ihm nähern können. Weil wir dachten, es ist gefährlich. So. Na gut, okay. Dann haben wir, glaube ich, für heute alles gemacht. Das war eine Menge und das wird wieder alles nicht ins Thumbnail passen. Wir haben hier wahre Begebenheiten des lila Gartens. Wir haben, als wir die Tanuki-Fototafel retteten. Und wir haben Theater der Vorrichtungen. Wohin der Wind weht. War heute wieder eine Menge zu erledigen, aber es gab auch eine Menge Urgesteine, glaube ich. Müssen wir gucken. Oh ja, so über 200. Gab's wohl. Aber noch nicht ausreichend, dass ich jetzt hier noch ein 10er-Roll machen kann. Schade. Aber hey. Was soll's. Wir gucken mal. Okay, ja, weiter geht's dann morgen, glaube ich, mit Theater der Vorrichtung. Ich glaube, diese sind jetzt täglich am Start. Ja, 19 Stunden, einen Tag, 2 Tage und das andere, wann geht das weiter? Übermorgen, okay. Okay, cool. Ja, das und das dann, in 4 Tagen. Also steht zwar 3 Tage, aber man muss ja den heutigen 3 Tage und x Stunden würde da normalerweise stehen. Also geht's. Okay, alles klar. Na gut. Vermutlich, weil morgen noch was dazu kommt. Hier haben wir das erste jetzt abgeschlossen, um Xingqiu einzuladen. Erreiche die Partybewertung 1500. In mehrfacher Frühling glänzender Auftritt. Haben wir alles noch nicht. Na gut. Okay, ich bin gespannt, wen wir noch alles treffen hier in dieser wunderschönen Aktion. Aber das erfahren wir dann beim nächsten Mal. Okay. Haut rein, meine lieben Freunde. Danke euch fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß. Und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Tschüssen!